This is unacceptable. We demand better service immediately.
I understand, but please calm down.
No, this is outrageous.
They thought she was just a cashier until the owner walked in. The bell above the cafe door chimed softly as another customer walked out, sunlight spilling across the polished wooden floor. Sarah Mitchell stood behind the counter, forcing a polite smile as she wiped her hands on her apron. It had been a long day, 8 hours of non-stop orders, aching feet and barely a sip of water in between. The Riverside Café was known for its charm and elegance. Politicians, businessmen, and influencers often stopped by. But charm didn't protect staff from arrogance. That arrogance was now standing right in front of her. "So let me get this straight," one of the men said, tapping his fingers against the counter. "You actually expect us to pay full price for this?" Sarah's smile tightened. 3 men stood there, designer suits, polished shoes, expensive cologne. One wore a silver ring. Another checked his phone as if bored by her existence. "Yes, sir," Sarah replied calmly. "That's the total on your receipt." The man laughed. "This coffee was cold and the sandwich dry." "I'm not paying for disappointment." Her heart thudded. She knew the truth. The coffee had been remade twice at his request. The sandwich had been prepared fresh. "I'm sorry you feel that way," she said carefully. "I can offer a replacement or call my supervisor." The third man leaned forward, smirking. "Or you can just cancel the bill." Sarah swallowed. Rent was due. Her mother's medical bills were overdue. She couldn't afford to lose this job. "I'm not allowed to do that," she said softly but firmly. The first man's expression darkened. "Listen, sweetheart. Do you know who we are?" She shook her head, didn't think so. He sneered. "People like you never do." The words burned. Sarah had worked here for 3 years. She was putting herself through night classes, dreaming of a future beyond this counter. But in moments like this, people only saw the uniform, not the person either. "You cancel the bill," the second man said, lowering his voice, "or we walk out. And trust me, you'll be the one blamed." Her hands trembled as she gripped the receipt. The café buzzed with conversation, but no one noticed the quiet cruelty unfolding. "I can't let you leave without paying," she said. The men laughed together. "Then stop us." That was when the door opened. The bell chimed again, but this time the room shifted. A tall man in a dark coat stepped inside. His presence was calm, confident, unmistakable. Conversations lowered. Heads turned. Sarah recognized him instantly. Daniel Rivers, the owner of Riverside Café, a self-made millionaire rarely seen. The 3 men stiffened. Daniel's eyes moved from the counter to Sarah's pale face to the unpaid receipt in her hand. "What's going on?" he asked. The men rushed to speak, stumbling over excuses. Daniel raised a hand. "I asked her." Sarah took a breath and explained quietly, honestly, the refusal, the insults, the threat to walk out. Daniel listened without interrupting. Then he turned to the men. "You insult my staff," he said evenly. "You try to steal from my business, and you think that's acceptable." The silver-ringed man chuckled nervously. "Come on, Daniel. It's just coffee." Daniel stepped closer. "It's not about coffee. It's about respect." Silence fell. "You will pay the bill," Daniel continued. "You will tip her and you will apologize." One man protested, "You can't." I can, Daniel interrupted. And if you don't, security will escort you out, and my lawyers will handle the rest. Faces flushed. Wallets appeared. Cash at the counter, I'm sorry. One muttered. Sarah felt her knees weaken with relief. Daniel turned to her. You did the right thing? Tears burned her eyes. Thank you, she whispered. He smiled. Never let anyone make you feel small for doing your job with honesty. The men left quickly, avoiding every gaze. Applause rippled through the café. Sarah stood taller that evening. As she walked out into the fading sunlight, exhaustion still weighed on her, but something else filled her chest. Pride. Because courage didn't mean being fearless. It meant standing your ground, even when your voice shakes.